Change is good.
Alright, hello everyone, my name is Mr. Cottonman, and today I'm going to be bringing you guys some ranked commentary for 3v3. Our team comp was, for this game, derived around having a tanky frontline, and this is one of the things that we were trying to experiment as to which champions we could put in which roles. So we're going to have Zac jungle, Soraka go bottom, and I'm going to go top as Kha'zix. Pretty much the ideal plan here is that Soraka and Zac go into fights and try to whittle people down as best as possible, and then I go into clean up. That way I have the best chance of survival, and that way if I can start getting the kills, I can start help pushing the game more towards our favor by getting increasingly fed, getting my items, as Kha'zix is one of those champions that scales really well with kills and getting gold. So pretty much the early game is pretty simple. Just farm it as best as possible. Later on, try to see what we can do as far as team fights, but primary goal right now is to just focus as getting CS as much as possible. Since our team isn't derived around team fighting very early, we're not like a all-in sort of team comp, and usually that's what we've been more akin to, is that we don't be hyper aggressive early. We try to just farm up and then let team fights progress out more towards the middle or the end of the game. So try to counter-rank this. I think we kill Kong here, yeah. So go back to buy. I don't port back just in case if someone was to go try to get a snipe kill and G-skill on me. Just to be safe. Go back, get tier. I want to stack that as fast as possible. Spam Q on pretty much every last hit. That way I can get it as fast as possible while also focusing on other items. So if you notice, they're trying to take our altar a lot, and we don't really have a team to stop this. All we can do right now is what I've been saying, is trying to farm. So I see Wukong just stand in turret range for a long time. Get the kill onto Diana, and I want to get this kill onto Jace. Soraka gets it, whatever. So now I have a lot of gold to work with. And since for 3v3, you want to be as tanky as possible while dealing as much damage as possible in the general sense. Assassins work really well in the sense that if you can accumulate gold fast enough to get your items, it doesn't really matter how tanky you are. If you can coordinate well enough to have one person isolated as an assassin and you can just take them out, that 2 versus 3 player team fight is going to easily go in your favor. Unless if they're extremely ahead, which in most situations it won't. Just due to the nature of how 3v3 is, if a team gets ahead, typically they stay ahead unless if they make bad decisions later into the game, where if they die, death timers get so long that they can't really do anything. So here, try to stop Wukong from going in. I'm keeping my distance just to make sure I don't get sniped. So Wukong gets low. Jump back in, try to get as much kills as possible. And the reason for me evolving my E first is that since I'm ahead, I want to make sure that I stay ahead, and by me getting the constant resets allows me to either constantly jump in or jump out of the fight. And I could have gotten Q, but I most likely wouldn't be able to do as much as I would with maxing my E. So I go back. I buy Boots of Lucidity because I want to further my advantage, and by getting CDR I can use my Q more, and once I evolve my Q, that's even more damage. And Kha'zix is one of those champions like Jace that works well off of CDR. So Dan tries to get onto me, just walk off. I don't know where Wukong is. See him walking up. And Wukong's extremely weak right now. And unfortunately here, couldn't really escape even with the second ultimate stealth. So they clean up, and we want to try to take their altar. Put as much pressure on the map as possible. And always one thing you want to do is when there's most of them are still down and you get their altar, try to get as much jungle as possible and then back off. This goal deprives the enemy jungler or team if they don't have a jungler, as if they were to push the lane, pretty much they're just going to sit in the jungle and wait for something to happen, and they don't have that extra gold income. And that's pretty much necessary at all points in the game. You want to not only try to get ahead, but you want to gold deprive your enemy as fast as possible in any way possible. So try to get Diana here, get her as a result, and this is a lot of damage coming off of me and Zac. CJ's coming up, we just back off as Soraka is still bottom. Since we're ahead, we just want to keep that lead. We don't want to try to do anything stupid. As since the game's starting to creep towards 20 minutes, the death timers are going to start to increase in time. Even with the death timer mastery, we just want to make sure that nothing happens. So here they try to tower dive Soraka, which is bad. So I just want to get Jason. That was a misplay by me. I thought Jason was going to run back, but he went back into the fight. Get a kill on the Wukong, and I think I ignited Diana for that triple kill. So right now I'm extremely ahead. I have a lot of gold to work with. I'm going to push out top, deny them a couple minions, take out their jungle, constantly gold denying them, both the laners and the junglers. So here they check Vilma, just in case if we were doing it, which always to keep note, Vilma is one of those situations where you need at least one player or two players of the enemy team to be dead before you do it, because one misstep to where they see you go up there and they catch you because you're low and you die because of it is most likely going to bring the game back to even terms. So here we're trying to pressure their altar, because since they are behind, we want to keep up the pressure as much as possible. And I try to stealth away, but I realize that the altar, since it's theirs, reveals them, or reveals enemies. And that's how they were able to kill me. I think we did a double kill here, yeah. A reason why we are trying Soraka is that she can deal a lot of damage over prolonged team fights, such as Cassiopeia, and by doing so she reduces the magic resist of the enemy team. Not only that, she has a lot of sustain, a lot of durability. It's not one of those champions that can easily just go down. She gets the armor buff from her heal. She has that global heal ultimate. The silence always helps. So here I was going up to check Vilma, and unfortunately I was too late and couldn't catch any of the enemy team. Push up the creep wave. Want to go down and try to deny them as much gold as possible, and I see that they already taken the jungle. So we're thinking about either waiting for a team fight or take the altar, and we see that they're all trying to hide within the jungle and get a cheese kill on either me or Soraka. So Diana isn't really building defensive, and can easily catch her out here. Stealth just to make sure that I don't die. Go down and try to help my team. I think they got it. And Wukong face checks the bush. So we take their altar, try to push up to the turret and see if we can take it. But Diana spawned and she's going to come down to stop the creep wave. So we're going to go back, gold deny them even more. See that Diana goes out trying to see if there's any jungle left, and I just completely vaporize her. Just due to the amount of damage through my evolved Q, the missing health portion, and the isolation portion. And if you play Kha'zix, he's definitely one of those champions that if you get ahead, and if you play right, you can definitely stay ahead. And the reason why I didn't build like a Sandmoon Blade for my next item is that I've found more utility, and I've been in situations where taking Grass's Spectral Lantern is one of those options that I feel that is almost necessary, as the utility it provides since there is no wards on the map. And since I already had Gress's, I want to just upgrade it and build a Lightbringer instead. So here I'm just completely melting her with my Q damage, which is just ridiculous. Go down, see that Soraka is getting attacked, almost kill Jace. And here we're gonna bait Wukong into trying to fight, and that's where he makes the mistake. The armor buff from Soraka is actually really strong, especially in 3v3. They do have some armor pen, but it's not enough to warrant an incredible amount of damage. Goldening them even more, trying to take the altar at top. And right now, they're just too far behind. At no point should they even come back, since we're constantly applying pressure to the altar, making sure that they don't retake it, and trying to take the inhibs as fast as possible. Here's Zac gets initiated on, and I instantly kill Jace. And I try to kill Wukong. Yeah, I do. So this is pretty much GG. There's not a whole lot of things they can do left. At this point, I'm telling them we should go down, push bottom, since top will push itself. That way we can just keep them within their base, that they don't feel obligated to move out at any point in time. At this point I can kill Vilemaw really fast with the percent damage that I have through isolation on my Q, and the amount of attack damage that I have. They are trying to retake their altar, and here's where we go in to take them out one by one. Completely vaporized. And the Soraka heals keep me alive long enough to sustain the fight. So if there's anything that I need to do to improve on or add within the videos, just let me know. I'm always looking at the comments for each of the videos, see what people want, and this is just the start of frank commentary. Some things are subject to change. So here we go in, take the final blow off the Nexus turret. Not really much to say. Soraka heal keeps me alive, and we take Nexus.